while coming back, I can either come through Q or I can come through R. Okay, this is from B to A. Clear? Now from C to B, what will happen? Since I've already picked up W, I cannot come back to W. So from C to B, either I can pick the route called X or Y or Z. So if you observe, to come back from C to A, I have how many further options, guys? So I cannot take a P, which means I have two ways to come from B to A. I cannot take a W, which means I have three ways to come from C to B, which means I have for each of the route that I'm going further, I have only 6 routes to come back. Clear? So therefore, while going, I have 12 routes. For each of these, while coming back, I have only 6 routes to come back. And therefore, our answer becomes 72. Clear? Instead of 132. Clear, guys? So let's move forward. Let's look at this question. Yeah, this question has a unanimous answer. Right? Taking a slightly different variant. So 3 ways to travel from A to B. Okay. And then 4 ways to travel from B to C. So I'm going via A, B, and C. So I have 3 ways to go from here to here and 4 ways to go from here to here. Clear? Now there are 5 ways to travel from A to D, and then there are 4 ways to travel from D to C. Right? Now please understand, in how many ways can one travel from A to C? Now if I look at broad picture, to go from A to C, either I am taking an activity called A via B and C, or I am taking an activity called A via D via C. Clear? So these two are independent. Either I'm taking this or I'm taking this. But when I go inside the box, to go from A to C via B, it's not an independent activity. I have to go to A to B, and then further I have to go from B to C. So A to B to C, I have how many further ways? I have 12 further ways. Clear? Similarly, from A to D, I am going in 5 ways, and for each of them further, I am taking 4 more ways to go from D to C. That means from A to D to C, I am taking 5 into 4, that is 20 ways. So therefore, my total number of ways becomes 12 plus 20, that is going to be 32. So apart from a few, I guess all of you gave the correct answer. Clear? So the answer for this question is going to be 32 ways. Clear? So understand a broader picture. How do you simplify your further calculations, guys? Again, a very simple question. It's a very simple question. So I'm wearing blazer, shirts, and ties. So it's it's a continuous activity. So each blazer can be put on in 12 ways. So for guys who are having a doubt, let's say I'm talking about a blazer one. So with each of blazer one, I can have a shirt one or a shirt two or a shirt three, and so on, so on, so on. I'm branching out multiplication two. So 12 ways to wear a blazer. Further, 10 ways to wear a shirt. With each shirt, either I can wear a tie one or a tie two, so on, so on, so on. That means 5 more ways to wear a tie. So 12 into 5 is 60, 60 into 110 is going to be 600. So therefore, there are 600 ways in which a person can wear a shirt, a blazer, and a tie. Clear? So this is going to be our final answer. Clear? So yeah, one last question before we enter into the next module. So on counting rules, it's a very important, a very lovely question. Okay. So spend 2 good minutes and give the right answer. Take your time. That's completely fine. It's a very good question. Yeah, let's try to understand this. I guess so far I've not got a correct. Yeah, I guess I got one correct answer so far. Yeah, only one correct answer from I do not know how many entries. Yeah, let's see here. Now, if you have a clean thought process, you'll never have a problem in permutations and combinations. I always feel that we mess up this topic because we are not clear in our heads, right? So let's understand what is happening. So from A to B, there are three different routes, and then from B to C, there are four different routes. Clear? And then he says there are also two different routes directly connecting from A to C. So if I understand my diagram, let me write the diagram here. Okay. So there are two ways of going ahead. So I'm going via A, B, and C, or I'm directly going via AC. Clear? Now it says that there these are the only ways in which one can travel from A to C. In how many ways can I go from A to C and come back to A by not traveling the same route on the return journey? Now let's talk about to journey and let's talk about fro journey. Let's break it, okay? If you clearly break it and write down the number of cases, you will not have a problem. Clear? Now I can go via route A, B, C. Clear? I'm going and coming. So here there should not be a problem. To into fro. Okay. So I'm going from ABC route and I'm coming back via CBA route. Okay. We'll apply this logic a little later. Okay. Let's first list down what are the cases that we have. So this is my first case. Or what can also happen? I am going via ABC route. I'm sorry. So I'm going via ABC route, but I'm coming via AC route. This can be a possibility. Clear? My third possibility can be I'm going via AC route and coming back via CBA route. Let me write this in that order only. CA, okay? Similarly, my fourth case would be I am going via AC route and coming back via CA route. Clear? Now let's look at it. So if I look at in the whole process, let's try to see this. Okay. Now I'm replacing the numbers. So to go from A to B to C without any condition, I know we have 12 ways. Now we have seen in the previous question, guys, if I'm going via 12 ways, in how many ways can I come back via the same route, same path? Sorry, these are paths. Okay. Your paths are, I repeat, let's define. My path is ABC or CBA, clear, or AC or C. These are my paths. And these also can be routes altogether. Okay. So if I'm going via the path ABC, so I have 12 different ways in which I can go. By not traveling the same route, in how many ways can I come back via the same path? We saw this in the previous question. Can I say I'm coming back via 6 ways, guys? I repeat the previous question. We have seen this question. No, not one. This one. Clear? So if I'm going back via 12 ways for each of them and I'm not traveling the same route back, so therefore I am not picking up two options. So therefore my answer is going to be 6 ways to come back. Is this point pretty clear, guys? This we have already dealt with in question number 9. Clear? So 12 into 6, this itself gives me 72 cases. It's talking about same route, Kana. Same route is the same thing. We are talking about roads or routes are same. Clear, Deepak? Similarly, while going, if I'm going with 12 different ways, while coming back, see to it there is no condition. Can I say I can come back via 2 ways? Which I already explained this in question number 9, Kadakana. Guys, we are not talking, the routes and the roads means the same here. Route. Please understand, that's why I told you the paths. ABC is the path. Okay. Routes are, if I go from A to B in 3 ways, I'm talking about the routes called P, Q, and R, let's say, and S to go from A to B. These are all my routes. Clear? These are my routes. I repeat, guys, these are my routes. And let's say from B to C, I have 3 different routes, right? So from B to C, I'm talking about X, Y, and Z. Clear? So each of them is a route for me. Is this point pretty clear? Pavni and others. Routes and roads are these. My paths are different. Clear, guys? So if I'm going from A to C via PX, please understand while coming back, I will not have an option to pick P. I will not have an option to pick X. So while coming back, I have 2 into 3. This is 6 ways. Teja, this is for you. Clear? So any one, if you're picking that one and the other one while coming back, you will not have. So you will anytime have 3 routes to come back from here and 2 routes to come back from here. Clear? But if you're going from A to B and coming back via CA, there's no clashing happening. So 12 into 2, that is 24 routes. Now to go via AC, you have 2 routes. To come back via ABC, you have again 12 different routes. So this will take 24 ways. To go via AC, you have 2 routes, but to come back, you have only 1 route to come back. I repeat, if you're going from A to C, let's say we are talking about route X and route Y. Let's say while going, you are going via X. So while coming back, you cannot come back via Y. So you can only take 1 route here while coming back. Similarly, while going back, you can take X, but while coming back, you will take only 1. Clear? So therefore, 2 into 1, therefore the answer is going to be 2 further. Clear? So therefore, your total answer is going to be 72 plus 24 plus 24 plus 2, and therefore the final answer is going to be 122 should be a final answer. Clear, guys? Can I move forward? Guys, this question did not say that I cannot come back via the same route. When the question says these are the only routes connecting A and C, it did not say I'm going. These are the only routes in a way in which one can travel from A to C, which means these are the only routes which we are talking about. Clear? Which means there are no other further ways to go ahead. When I say these are the only routes, which means either I can go via A, B, and C, or I can go via AC. But it did not say that you cannot come back by the same route. Is this clear, Gayatri? You cannot take P back again, Sai. While coming back, you cannot take P again. That is what it means by different routes, Sai. If to go you have P, Q, R, and S, and to come back you have X, Y, and Z. Suppose you are going via PX. If you are not taking the same route, Sai, that means while coming back, you cannot take P, you cannot take X. So while coming back, what are the options do you have, Sai? So while coming back, you can either come through Q, R, S. Now for each of them, you also cannot take X. So you have Y, Z kana here. I'll explain this in question number 9, guys. Either you have joined late or you did not understand in question number 9. Is this clear now? See, if it's talking about different paths here, 132 can never be a question. A complete path I am talking about. P and X is the complete path. 132 can never be in the question. Yeah, different routes, and here also it's talking about different routes, kada. Here understand, P is a route to me, Q is a route for me, R is a route for me, S is a route for me. When I'm saying different routes side, that means I cannot take back P again. Clear? This question will definitely have some doubts. I mean, permutations and combinations is all about doubts here. So one last doubt from Teja. He says, sir, why are you choosing A into C? Teja, suppose from A to C, you have two ways, Kana. Let's say X and Y. Right? So what can happen? I can go via X. I can come back via Y, kada. I'm not taking the same route, Teja. Similarly, I can go via Y and I can come back via X, kada, kana. Clear? So to go you have two routes, but to come back you have only one route. Understand? If you're taking this, then you're taking Y. If you're taking this, then you're taking X. That means you're at any point in time you're taking only one route to come back. To go there are two routes, so therefore 2 into 1, the answer is going to be 2 routes. Clear? Guys, you're confusing between routes and paths. There's no way in which the question will talk about paths here. Path, there's a very confusing term. That's why it's a very clear term. See this, 4 different routes, and I'm saying I cannot come back via the same route. So which means P is a route, Q is a route, R is a route, S is a route, X is a route, Y is a route, and Z is a route. Understand this very clearly. Clear? So if I'm picking P while going, while coming back, I cannot pick P. Bhavana, I did not understand. Bhavani, I did not understand your doubt, Amma. If you go via X, you can come back via Y. Yeah. Now again, Y ABC. Yeah, so I've taken both the cases, Kadam. Huh? Guys, please listen once carefully, okay? Once and for last time, okay? So I'm going via ABC. I'm coming back via CBA. Bhavani, this is your doubt. This is your point, okay? The second point. I'm going via ABC. I'm coming back via CA. Clear? I'm going via AC. I'm coming back via CBA. Bhavani, check this. I'm going via AC and I'm coming back via CA. Now is it clear, Bhavani? Your doubt is asking this sum. These two cases have covered whatever doubt you have asked. Yeah, perfect. Now is it clear, guys? 122, as I told you, this is a very tricky question. I do not mind clarifying your doubts. Please be open to ask your doubts. I always believe for one reason we have not learned permutations and combinations clearly is because we never thought in different ways or we never asked doubts to the faculties, assuming our doubts are stupid doubts. Clear, guys? So moving forward, Pavani, that kind of question will never come up. Do not worry. I am unable to understand the terminology that should be used in that question. Right? So in that case, the scene will be different. So if, see, all of you are asking, sir, in what case will it be 12 into 11? Please understand, in that case, the scene will be completely different here. Because 12 into 11, I can think of one way here. I am going via A to B. There are 12 routes. In how many ways can you go from A to B and come back to A by not traveling the same route? Okay, so for going, I have 12 routes and I'm not traveling the same route. So to come back, I have 11 routes. Now, in this case, you have 132 as the answer. Let me clarify. In which case, 132 will be the answer. A lot of you are asking me this. Now, is it clear? Pavani and somebody else also asked me a lot of the doubts on these lines. So, in which case will it be 132? Right? But in this scene, in this plot that I'm talking about, in this plot, that 132 does not apply. Clear? In this plot, 132 can apply. Right? So I hope I've clarified all the doubts with respect to counting tools. You know, I always love the class going in a very doubt clarifying session altogether, which means you guys are at least listening to me and thinking, okay. Yeah. So let's get back. Now, I'm sure from here you guys are James Bonds, right? Arrangement of digits. So in permutations, the basic standard concepts are arrangement of digits. Clear? And then we are talking about arrangement of letters. So two standard models. In this, sometimes the digits are repeating. Clear? So digits can be either repeating or there's one more concept of zero involving. Again, letters can be repeating or letters are distinct. Clear? Let's understand all the possible ways and I'll cover up all the possible questions coming up on this planet. Clear? Now, can we answer this question, please? I repeat, we are assuming both different cases. Repetition not allowed. Clear? And second case will be repetition allowed. Clear? I'm sure you guys are James Bond in this. Can we just hardly take 30 seconds and get the answer? I'll explain you the rationale behind it also. You have just by hearted the formula. I'll explain you the rationale behind it. Yeah. So without repetition, we all know in how many ways can n things be arranged in n ways. Without repetition is n factorial, right? Something that we all by hearted in our school days. So let's come back to it. Yeah. Now, what is the rationale behind it? Suppose I'm not repeating it, okay? Now, first place can be either 1 or 2 or 3. Understand the rationale behind it, because for me, that's something which is more important in aptitude exams. Okay? Now, if my first place is filled with 1, understand my second place will be filled with either 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. So please understand, whenever you are arranging letters or digits, I won't explain it once again. Right? If you want to learn permutations and combinations one last time and in a really good way, right? Please learn it today. Now, why am I making this statement, guys? Okay, I'll just try to detour here. Okay, I do not know whether I introduced myself to you guys or you remember me or not. What's my background? Guess. Am I a BTech student or BCom student? I do not know if you remember my introduction or if you. Teja, no, now you're acting too smart. Okay. Right. So yeah, I'm a BCom student, and I believe I told you while introducing myself in NPTQ session altogether. I'm a BCom plus an MBA. So I've done my MBA from the 11th West MBA College in India. So in my CAT, I had a 99.99 in logical reasoning in BI, and I had a 99.96 in quantitative aptitude test when I gave my CAT in the year 2008. Okay. Now that is not important for me. This is more important. Now please understand, I'm one of those rare BCom students, clear, who teaches CAT, quant, all the topics. Clear? Now you can understand a BCom student learning permutations and combinations and teaching you, and you won't believe, for me to gain an expertise in permutations and combinations, I took around what, close to 2 years. I started writing down the cases, guys. Clear? So please understand, if you want to make your concepts pretty clear, I'll be the best person to explain you. I'm not saying I'm a great teacher, but as I told you, a BCom student, I have myself learned permutations and combinations that way only. Right? So my classes are pretty clear because I always think from the weaker students' point of view, and I try to make my chapters pretty simple altogether. So permutations and combinations will be very easy topic. Kindly listen to me carefully. Clear? Right? And if you want your doubts to be clarified, you want your concepts to be cleared, just listen to the classes. It will be very easy for you to understand, guys. Clear? So next few days are going to be interesting, provided you learn, you listen, and you ask doubts. So we'll clarify all the respective models. Okay. Now let's talk about this. So why is it n factorial? Not repetition, not allowed. Because of this logic, we are branching out. Okay. So the first place can be filled in 5 ways. Coming up from the roots question, right? If I've used one of the digits here, at any point in time, I'm using only one of them. Okay. For each of them, I have how many more to place in the second one? 4 ways. Now, 2 being here, I cannot repeat. If I cannot repeat, I can either have either a 3 or a 4 or a 5. Clear? So having filled one digit here, each of this can be further represented in 3 ways, further 2 ways, further 1 way. This is why we are using multiplication 2. This method makes your job pretty easy in questions where you are given conditions here. Clear, guys? So from now, I'll be using this method rather than n factorial as a concept. Clear? Now, how does it change when repetition is allowed? When repetition is allowed, the only difference that will happen is even 1 can come here. Clear? That means if repetition is allowed, 5 things, first place can be filled in 5 ways. Further, for each of them, I can fill the second place also in 5 ways, third place also in 5 ways, fourth place also in 5 ways, fifth place also in 5 ways. So your answer for the first question is 120, and the answer for the second question is 3125. That's 5 to the power 5. Clear? So I'm sure you guys are James Bonds here, but yeah, I repeat it for the guys who have always been struggling in this topic. Clear? Yeah. Can we answer this? Now we are only going ahead with both the cases: repetition allowed, repetition not allowed. Yeah, only 3-digit numbers, guys. So I have only 3 places. Now, as I said, I'll be only representing the same concept. Okay. Now, repetition not allowed. The first place can be filled in 5 ways. One of the numbers is gone. Okay. So second place can be filled in 4 ways, and third place can be filled in 3 ways. Clear? This is if repetition is not allowed. That is total number of ways is 60. If repetition is allowed, then first place 5 ways, second place 5 ways, and third place 5 ways. That's going to be how much? 125. Clear? So almost, I mean, all of you are correct. There's no combination of almost here. Yeah, for each question, I might not give you more than 30 seconds of time. Okay, let's try to cover a good amount of questions. We should be looking at close to, I guess, 100 odd questions in permutations and combinations, basics. So the question is asking us, time up guys, the question is asking us 5-digit numbers. Now from here you will start having conditions, okay? Now whenever you have conditions, your first job is to satisfy the conditions. Clear? So I'm talking about repetition not allowed, okay? So for a number to be an even number, what is the condition? We know that for a number to be an even number, the last digit of the number should be either 2, 0 or 2 or 4 or 6 or 8, okay? Now among these 5 digits, I can see 2 and 4 in my sample space. So either my last digit can be 2. If you are having a problem, you can also fill your last digit as 4. When I have a block here, that means I'm blocking the digit. Now the concept is quite simple. So now one digit is gone. That means this place can be filled in 4 ways, 3 ways, 2 ways, and 1 way. Either this or this place can be filled in 4 ways, 3 ways, 2 ways, or 1 way. So 24 cases here plus 24 cases here. So even numbers, total number of cases will be nothing but 48 if repetition is not allowed. So henceforth, what can be an easier way to calculate for guys who want the basics to be perfect? Now I can either place 2 or 4 in the last place, right? Which means the last place can be filled in 2 ways. But when you're saying 2, please cancel only one of them. So one place is blocked. If one place is blocked, which means I can have 4 digits here, 3 digits here, 2 digits here, and 1 digit here. And further, for each of them, I have 2 more cases here. So this becomes an easier way of understanding if repetition is not allowed. So either you can break up on these lines and add them, or you can just take 2 and 4 and multiply with 2 here. Clear? This is if repetition is not allowed. Now, what happens if repetition is allowed? Nothing changes, only the first 4 digits will change. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I'm placing a 2 here, a 2 can also come 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 here. So any of the 5 digits can come here, any of the 5 digits can come here, any of the 5 digits can come here, and any of the 5 digits can come here. That is 625. Clear? Similarly, or Teja, or it's either 2 or a 4 kana, not 2 and 4. You cannot have 2 and 4, 2 digits in the last place at the same time, okay? So either a number is ending with 2 or a number is ending with 4. Clear? So if there's a 4 blocked here, then again any of the 5 can come here, any of the 5 can come here, any of the 5 can come here, and any of the 5 can come here. So in this case, your answer is going to be 625 plus 625, which is going to be how much? 1250. So almost all of you are correct. Clear? The answer is going to be 1250 if repetition is allowed, and 48 if repetition is not allowed. Clear? So moving forward, guys. Yeah, let's see this, guys. Divisibility of 4. Okay. Now, for most of you who do not know divisibility of 4, the concept is now simple. For a number to be divisible by 2 to the power n, the last n digits of the number should be exactly divisible by 2 to the power n. Simple. So 4 is nothing but 2 square, right? So if I'm talking about 2 square, so I'm talking about last 2 digits of the number should be divisible by 4. Clear? So first let's understand what are the last 2 digits which can be divisible by 4 from the sample space called 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now go in a structured way, guys. Go from 1 and go forwards, okay? From 1, if I'm going forwards, what do I have? With 1, I know that only 1 plus 2, 12. Sorry, 12 is a 2-digit number divisible by 4. Then we have 16. We don't have a 16 here. Okay. With 1, only 12 is possible. Now with 2, what is possible here? Go ahead in a structured way. So 24 is possible. Now also pick up the last. 21 is not possible, right? So either 24 or 28, 8 is not there. So 24 is possible. Clear. Now with 3, what can be possible? 32 is a number which is a multiple of 4. Then 36 is not there. So this is gone. Okay. With 4, what are the multiples of 4? We have 40, 44 and 48. So now we're going with not repetition not allowed. Okay. Do not go with repetition allowed here, guys. It will be a little more complicated. Okay. So go with repetition not allowed. For a lot of models, repetition not allowed is generally asked. Clear? Now with 4, there is no possibility. With 5, I know 48. After 48, we have a 52. And then we have 56. So no possibility after this. Clear? Now, so we have 4 cases, right? So which means what? The last 2 digits can have any of the 4 cases, kada? So we'll fill the first 3. Now having filled this, either it can be 12 or it can be 24 or it can be 32 or it can be 52. That means the last 2 digits, if you want to simplify your calculation, the last 2 digits can be filled in 4 ways. But how many digits are blocked? Only 2 digits are blocked. Okay. If only 2 digits are blocked out of 5 blocks, that means any of the remaining 3 digits can come here. 2 digits can come here and 1 digit can come here. So 3 into 2 into 1, 6. I am branching out. 6 into 4. If repetition not allowed, the total number of cases is going to be 24. Here, I told you with repetition being allowed, be a little careful. If repetition is being allowed, there will be one more catch here. Do you want to do with repetition being allowed? It's a slightly dicey one. Let's see. With repetition being allowed, okay? Let's just go ahead, don't worry. Now, if repetition is allowed, let's go ahead with the same exercise first. You'll get any one of the questions, okay? Let's first freeze the last 2 digits. With 1, I know multiples of 12 are 12, multiples of 4 are 12, 16. I don't have 16. Gone. With 2, I have either 20, we don't have 20, we have 24. We do not have 28 ka possibility, okay. With 3, we have 32, 36, there is no possibility. With 4, now this is again a point where you have to catch. With 4, you have 40, which is not available. I can have a 44. Okay. I cannot have a 48. Now with 5, I can have a 52. Now this is what changes the game. Clear? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now since we are talking about last 2 digits, I'm clubbing them as one unit. So my last 2 digits can be either 12 or 24 or 32 or 44 or 52. Generally students miss out on 44. That's why I told you it's a slightly difficult question. Not a difficult question, it's a tricky question here. Okay. So my last place can be filled in 5 ways. Now since repetition is allowed, the whole world is open. Left, right, center. I can place any digit, right? So 5 into 5 into 5. So my job becomes 5 to the power 4. 5 to the power 4 is going to be nothing but 625. So therefore the right answer is going to be 625 if repetition is allowed. And I guess we got 24 if repetition is not allowed. Clear, guys? Responses, please. I hope you're okay with the class because PNC is a dicey topic to take online here. It's a very dicey topic. Is everybody able to understand? I just want to take a small feedback. I'm trying my best to make things pretty clear by writing down as many cases as possible. So kindly excuse me if I'm going a little slower. But the whole idea is you should be able to have a crystal clear idea when we are learning TNC. Perfect. Thanks a lot, guys. You guys are smart here. Yeah. Can we solve this question? Now, the repetition is not allowed, okay? It's a pretty lovely question. Don't get trapped, okay? My questions, my PPTs will trap you at every state. Yep. So now the catch here is I knowingly gave you slight time. Okay. Now, generally students answer 96 as the answer, right? Which is perfectly wrong, right? Now, please understand 96 will be the answer if I ask you this question. Focus on it, okay? If this is the question, then 96 is the right answer. Clear? How many 5-digit numbers can be formed which are not divisible by 4? So how many 5-digit numbers can be formed? 120. Clear? Out of that, how many of them are divisible by 4? We know there are 24 which are divisible by 4. So total minus divisible by 4 will give me not divisible by 4. So in that case, 96 is a perfect answer. Clear, guys? So guys who had answered 96, in which case is 96 the answer? In this case, the 96 is the answer, but please understand, my question is not how many 5-digit numbers. My question is how many 5-digit even numbers can be formed. There are two conditions. The numbers have to be even and the numbers have to be not divisible by 4. These are the two conditions I have to satisfy. Let me not waste my time. We have seen how many 5-digit even numbers can be formed. Okay. So how many even numbers can be formed that we had seen? We had seen 48 even numbers can be formed, right? And in this question, we had seen how many of them are divisible by 4. Clear? So from total even numbers, my concept now will change as total even numbers that can be found by using these digits that we know is 48. From total even numbers, I have to cancel the numbers that are divisible by 4 because any number that is divisible by 4 will always be an even number. Clear? So we have discussed in the previous question that there are 24 numbers which are divisible by 4. Clear? So therefore your answer is going to be how much? 24 is going to be your right answer. Clear, guys? I do not understand why most of you also got 18 as the right answer. All the numbers divisible by 4 are going to be even numbers. All the numbers divisible by 4 are multiples of 4. Multiples of 4 are in the form of 4 into something. Now 4 is an even number. So even number into anything is going to be an even number. Clear, guys? A very good trap in the exam, and most of you gave me multiple answers. You want me to explain using digits? Cool. But if you understood the previous question, same kada na. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I want even numbers first, okay, Teja? So even numbers, I can either have a 2 or a 4 here. Clear? So this place can be, so any one of the digit is blocked. So 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, 24. Now this place can take 2 more digits. So I have 48 even numbers. Now using the previous question we had seen, that it's going to be very complicated here. I do not think the repetition is allowed for these questions. This itself is a complicated question here. Please understand, just because we know repetition is allowed does not mean we are preparing for IIT JEE here. See, some cases where he gives repetition is allowed, they will make the conditions a little relaxing, right? Or you can also do the same concept, total number of cases, total number of even numbers where repetition is allowed, minus total number of cases which are divisible by 4 where repetition is allowed. So I guess we got 3125. No, not 3125. We got how much? 1250, no? Yeah, 1250. And here I guess we got 625. But please understand, in the exam, this is a very difficult question to solve. Look at from the exam's point of view. Okay, guys. So 48 numbers will be for the even numbers. Now divisibility of 4, this is 12. We have 24, we have 32, we have 52. So 4 ways here. Now this is 3 into 2 into 1. Clear? So this is 24. Teja, done? Last 2 days cannot be 14 kada, Harshita. Yeah, Harshita, you can. Yeah, I'm replying to your query, Amma. Let's go to the next one. Yeah, perfect, guys. So it says 2 and 5 always come together. Again, a very lovely question. Let's first understand in a basic way, and then I'll tell you. No repetition, guys. No repetition. From now on, no repetition. Okay. Don't worry. We are not preparing for IIT JEE. Right now, 2 and 5 always come together. Let's try to understand what is happening. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 digits. 2 and 5 always come together, right? So first, I'm explaining in a very basic way, and then I'll tell you how do you simplify together. Okay. So 2 and 5 will come in this place. I'm blocking them, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 and 5 can come here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can have 2 and 5 coming up here also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can have 2 and 5 coming up here also. Clear? Now, first things first, you need to understand he just did not say you 2 and 5 in that order. He said 2 and 5 should come together. If this is the case, now please understand the replica to this will be I can also have 5 together. If I have 5 and 2, even in this case 2 and 5 are together. Kada. Clear? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, if I'm taking 5 and 2, in this case also 2 and 5 are together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this case also 2 and 5 are coming together. Clear? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In this case also 2 and 5 are coming together. Got the logic? Clear? So now if you look at in each case, I'm going without repetition. So 3 into 2 into 1. Here also I'll have 3 into 2 into 1. So in each case I have 6 possibilities. So I have how many such cases? I have 8 such cases. Clear? So 6 8s are how many do you have? So the answer for this question is going to be 6 8s are 48 is going to be your answer. Clear, guys? This is the basic understanding of how this question has been solved. Now let's try to understand what is the shortcut. Clear? Now if you observe what is happening here, if you look at only these cases, okay, now there's no shortcut, there's a simplified method. Now I am making 2 and 5 as 1 unit only. So if you observe, if this is 1 unit for me, 2, 3 and 4. So at any point in time, I'm playing with only 4 digits. Clear? So we're applying that logic there, okay? I repeat. So what is happening? So if it's giving 2 and 5 should always come together, do one thing. Make 2 and 5 as 1 unit first. This becomes a very simplified way, okay? I'm left with 1, 3 and 4. So now just count. This is 1 digit for me. This is second digit for me. This is third digit and this is fourth digit, okay? So I have 4 digits in 4 places. Will be arranging themselves in how many ways? 4 factorial ways. Clear? Now this is the external arrangement. Now get inside the box. Inside the box there are 2 things and they can arrange themselves in 2 ways. So therefore 2 things in 2 ways can arrange themselves in 2 factorial ways, and thus my answer is going to be 40H. Is the simplified method clear? Clear, guys? Thank you, Sai. Don't worry. I'm trying to make my best efforts to make it interesting further. Yeah. Again, let's look at this question now. Again, a very lovely question. Take 2 minutes and get the answer. No correct answers so far. No correct answers so far. No correct answers. No correct answers. Guys, there's a reason I told you take 2 minutes. You can't give the answer in 5 seconds and expect that to be a right answer. There's a reason I told you take 2 minutes. Guys, all of you are wrong. Guys, take 2 minutes. Don't be in a hurry. I'm not going anywhere before 10 o'clock. Yes, Sai. That will satisfy the condition. You are right, Sai. I feel very happy, I mean, teaching quant is different than teaching permutations and combinations. If students come back to me and say, sir, we understood this chapter, I feel really happy about it. Let's try to understand. 24 is wrong, FYI. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me tell you why it's 24 wrong. 2 always comes before 5. So if 2 is here, 5 can be here. This is a possibility, right? Okay. Now tell me, if 2 is here, can I also have a 5 here? All of you are answering 24. 80 to 90% of the students answer 24. If 2 is blocked here, can I say 5 can also come here even now 2 is before 5? Similarly, if 2 is blocked here, 5 can also come. Clear? I told you my PPTs trap you here. Clear with this point, guys? 2 before 5 can be these cases, not just these. Now, who says 2 should always be in the first place? 2 can also be in the second place. Now, just quickly calculate, okay? How do we quickly calculate? Let's see. If 2 is here, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 can take how many places? Either here or here or here or here. 5 can take 4 places. Just block 1 and keep it for the understanding part, okay? Similarly, 2 coming here, 5 can take how many places? 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 and 5. So quickly calculate. So I cannot go back because 2 has to come before 5. So 1, 2, 3. That means 2 coming here, 5 can take these many places just for your reference. Clear? So 5 can come here or 5 can come here or 5 can come here. Okay. Now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you are placing 2 here, I'm sorry, 5 can either come here or 5 can either come here. So that means I have 2 cases, block only one of them. Similarly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I'm placing a 2 here, 5 can only come here, so I'm blocking it. So how many cases do I have? One more case here. Now if you focus in every case, you have 3 factorial kada, right? So 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 3 is 10, total 10 cases. In each case, you have 3 into 2 into 1 further possibilities. So 10 into 6, your answer becomes 60. If he asks just, yeah, if he asks just before 5, then you are correct, Pratyush. 2 comes immediately before 5 or just before 5, then what all you guys gave is correct. If 2 comes just before 5, or in other words, 2 and 5 are together, where 2 is before 5. Kana. Yeah, I did not say somebody is wrong. Yeah, most of you were right here. I mean, but yeah, as I said, 90% of the students were wrong. But the remaining 10%, so Sushmita, you definitely come into that. Don't worry. Clear, guys? Let's move forward. Further, a few more mind-boggling questions. Yeah, amazing question here. I always love this question. Can you take 2 minutes and solve this, please? And then we'll discuss the shortcuts. Yeah, rank means the position here, nothing else. If you start writing the largest number is rank 1. See, when you are arranging them in ascending order, right? That means the smallest number will be rank 1. The second smallest number will be rank 2. The third smallest number will be rank 3, and so on, so on, so on. I want to know what is the position of this person. So first things first, see, if I have 5-digit, let's discuss this, guys. Okay, so let me explain you once again. If it's asking you rank, the smallest number, since the question is asking you to arrange an ascending order, right? The smallest number becomes rank 1, the second smallest becomes rank 2, the third smallest becomes rank 3, and so on, so on, so on, right? Now, which means, and he has also used the term called exactly once. Now, please understand, no repetition and exactly once are one and the same. This is just a trap altogether, okay? Most of most of the exams they use a term called by using the letters exactly once, by using the digits exactly once. So when I'm using exactly once, in a way I'm not allowed to repeat them. Clear? So no repetition and exactly once is one and the same. Okay. Now, so all that we are looking at is if I'm arranging 5 digits in 5 places without repetition. So by default, I know I'll have a total of 120 numbers only. I taught this only for a lot of you who are giving me the answer more than 120. Your answer cannot cross 120, guys. Because if you're making all the numbers, you'll have 120 numbers, and if you arrange them and you write them in a serial order, you'll have a maximum serial number as 120 only, guys. Okay. So the rank, first of all, the answer for this question, the rank has to be less than 120. For all of you who have given me answers more than 120, there are some of you who have given me more than 120. Okay. Now let's understand in again a very simplified way. If I'm arranging in ascending order, I will first write all the numbers starting with 1. Then I will write all the numbers starting with 2. Then I'll write all the numbers starting with 3. Okay. Now let me come back. Since the question is talking about 4, that means 4 is our danger zone. Danger zone lo vachin tarvata break cheyali. Okay. After coming down to the danger zone, you have to start breaking, which means with 4, if I write in ascending order. So once 4 is written, what are the other numbers left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So I'll be starting with 4, 1, and then I'll arrange all the digits. Then after 4, 1 being exhausted, I will start with 4, 2. Now if you observe, 4, 2 is again our danger condition. So with 4, 2, what are the possibilities, guys? Let's see. With 4, 2, I can have 4, 2, 1, then something. Similarly, I can have 4, 2, 2 is not allowed because repetition is not allowed. Then I'll obviously have 4, 2, 3. Then 4, 2, 4 is not allowed. So I'll have 4, 2, 5. This way we arrange, guys. Clear with this? So with 4, 2, I will start with 4, 2, 1. Then I will go with 4, 2, 3. Okay. Now if 4, 2, 3 is done, then I go with 1, 5. Clear? Then 4, 2, 3, I will have 5, 1. So this is my required number. I hope this is clear to all of us. I'm writing all the numbers in ascending order. Any doubts with ascending order? I did not explain so much in the ascending order part. Okay, if this part is clear, then our job is pretty clear. So I directly came down to our danger zone. Okay. So with 1, I have blocked 1. So 4 things in 4 places will be 4 factorial. With 2, 4 things in 4 places will again be 4 factorial. With 3, 4 things in 4 places will again be 4 factorial. Clear? With 4, 1, I have 3 things in 3 places. This will be 3 factorial. With 4, 2, 1, I have 2 things in 2 places. This will be 2 factorial. This will be one number. And I also have to count this guy's number. If I'm talking about the rank, guys, please be careful here, okay? If I'm talking about rank, now suppose I tell you that in the class, there are 9 students who scored more than you. I repeat, guys, in the class, there are 9 students who scored more than you. So what is your rank? Exactly right. So you are standing here and there are 9 students more than you. So there are 9 plus I'll be counting your position also. So do not forget to count this position also. Generally students get confused with plus or minus 1. Ante. So you have 24 ikkada. Again you have 24. Again you have 24. I think 72. 72 plus 6. 78. 78 plus 2. 80. 80 plus 1. 81. 81 plus 1. 82. So I had a lot of students who gave me 81 as the answer. Please understand you have to count that specific number also. Clear? Any doubts with this question? Responses please, guys. It's already 10. Time to go. You want me to explain once again? Okay, just 1 second, guys. Okay, I'll just explain you once again. Just 1 second, everybody. I just want an important announcement to make. Guys, we have been associating with each other for last I guess 18 days. I believe you have been happy with our classes, everybody, right? Satisfied with all the classes? Yeah, I'll explain, Harshita, don't worry. Yeah, perfect. So I just want to, I have a small request from the team Apex. I just want you to go to Google, type Apex, and if possible, please help us give Google reviews, guys. That will really help a startup like us go ahead, guys. You need not write a testimonial. You can just give us a star ranking. That would also be done because we are actually the faculties who also take CAT classes in the center and GRE classes in the center. So we don't have a very big team. We only train 100 students for CAT and GRE. Right. So Google reviews. We also have an Apex page on Facebook. You can also go to Facebook. I mean, as much as possible, guys. I mean, your reviews will just help us grow in future. So I'll be really glad and really grateful to all of you who would just take 5 minutes of your time, go to Google and just give a rating to Apex in Google here. Apex Vizag, or you can add Apex CAT Vizag. This website will be available. Aptitude Experts. Thanks a lot, guys. And now let's discuss. So we are done for the day. Guys who have doubts can stay back. Clear. Thank you. And tomorrow again, it's going to be a very interesting session. So please be on time, guys. Please help us give reviews, guys. Thanks a lot for your feedbacks. Yeah, somebody wanted me to explain once again. Okay. So ideally, the class is over. I'll just explain it in again a very simplified way, and then we discuss the shortcut. The shortcut was this only, what we discussed. But let's see. So somebody who had a doubt, if I'm starting with 1, now understand ascending orders. How do I write? So I'll start with 1. Always remember ascending order. How do you simplify? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So with 1, I'll start with 1, 2. 2 is the smallest possible number. If 1, 2 is over, then I have 3, 4, 5 kada. So then you block 3 kada. 3 తర్వాత next big number end ఉంది 4 ఉంది 5 ఉంది. So I'm blocking 3. Okay. So 4, 5. Similarly, 1, 2, 3 తోటి మనకి 5, 4 కూడా వస్తుంది. Clear? Somebody who had a doubt. Can I just have the persons who had doubt here, please? Just respond, sir. I had a doubt in this question. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 5, 4. Right now. Similarly, if I'm keeping 1 and 2 blocked only, then I will go with what? 1, 2, 4. If 1, 2, 4 is left, I have 3 and 5 left. So ascending order lo enti ostadi 3, 5 and 5, 3. This is how we go in ascending order here. Okay. Now similarly, if I go with 1, 2, 5, we have 3 and 4 left. So we will go with 3, 4. We will go with 4, 3. Clear? So with 1, 2, all the possible combinations are over. Right? 1, 2, I can take 3, or I can take 4, or I can take 5. So my next ascending order I will go is 1, 3. Now 1, 3, once we are done with 1 and 3, guys, so cancel 1, 3. What is the next smallest number? 2 kada. I think 2 block cheskuntam. Okay. So if I'm blocking 2, then what am I left with? I'm left with 4 and 5 kada. So this is 4, 5. This is 5, 4. Yeah, Deepak, don't worry. I'll explain that. Yeah, Karthik, I have uploaded in all the videos in the app kana. Clear, guys? How do we go in ascending order? Similarly, I go with 1, 3. 3 is not available, so I go with 1, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4 అయితే ఏం మిగిలింది మన దగ్గర? 2 and 5 మిగిలింది. So 2 and 5 మిగిలితే మనం 2, 5 and 5, 2 రాసుకుంటాం. Right? 1, 3, 4 అయిపోయింది. Then 1, 3, 5 కి వెళ్తాం. 1, 3, 5 వెళ్తే 2 and 4 మిగిలిపోయి. So we go with 2, 4 and then we go with 4, 2. Is this clear, guys? How do we go with ascending order? Now then I go with 1, 4. I make all these numbers. And then I go with 1, 5. I make all these numbers. Clear? This question will never have repetition allowed here. Pranavi. Oh, sorry, Lalita. Clear, guys? Guys who have doubts, please respond yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Yeah, I'm coming down to shortcut method now. First, it's important for us to understand how is ascending order formed. Right now, let us directly come down to the shortcut method. The simplified method is what I actually explained. Now, if I'm starting with ascending order, look at your first digit. Always first digit first. 4, right? That means there's no danger with 1, there's no danger with 2, there is no danger with 3. Clear? So first place blocked with any one of them. So first place can be filled in 3 ways, right? 4 things in 4 places can be filled in 4 factorial ways. So 24 into 3, my answer becomes 72. Clear? Which means I've written all the numbers with 1, I've written all the numbers with 2, I've written all the numbers with 3. There are 72 numbers available. You want, you can break and do also. Guys who are having a doubt, best part is break up and do it. So this will be 4 factorial. If you are blocking with 2, this will again be 4 factorial. If you are blocking with 3, this will be again be 4 factorial. Okay. Now 1, 2, 3 is over. Now since the first digit is 4, start with 4. Now understand, if I'm writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and I'm blocking 4. So what will my ascending order be? 4, 1. Then I'll go with 4, 2. Then I'll go with 4, 3 and so on and so on and so on. But I'm not required 4, 3 because the question is asking you 4, 2. Clear? So if the question is asking you 4, 2, quickly wind up 4, 1. If I'm looking at 4, 1, just 1 second, guys. Yeah. If I'm looking at 4, 1, I have 3 things in 3 places. That will be 3 factorial, which is 6 cases. Clear? Now, again look at this. If you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you have blocked 4, 2. 4 to tarvata, what is the smallest number? That is 1. So I will go with 4 to 1. Then I will go with 4 to 3. And then I will go with 4 to 5. But again, I don't want 5 because my next digit is going to be 3. Clear? So this is not required for us. Clear? Now you can do it manually, kada? 4 to 1 unte. 2 things in 2 places, how many? 2 things in 2 places will be 2 factorial. Clear? Done with this? Now 4, 2, 3, 30. I am left with 1 and 5. Only 2 numbers can be made. So 1, 5 will be my one number. The question is asking you 5, 1. That means your next number is going to be your answer. This can be the most simplified method in which we can solve this question. Clear, Jayant Sai? Right, so that's it, guys. So we need not necessarily eliminate. Deepak, what are you asking, Kana? I'm not understanding your doubt. We need not necessarily eliminate. Sorry, 82, huh? Yeah, sorry, 82 is the answer, Kana. Thank you. Yeah, Deepak, you're asking that question, Kada. Padanana, Elspodam. Right, so I'm moving back to that controversial question. Okay, so I'll just make it open here. Just give me 1 minute. Just try it after 5 minutes, okay? After the class, I'll just go and I'll be opening the institute. So you can take the reviews. You can write the reviews, right? Yeah, I know. I just saw the news here. 2 great actors passed away on 2 days. Can't help it. But yeah, Rishi Kapoor was battling, the cancer for quite some time. Both of them were really, I mean, you can't avoid illness. Yeah, let's clarify this doubt. So A and B have 4 different routes, Deepak. Everybody who has a doubt, there are routes. So from A to B, I am assuming there is a route called P, there is a route called Q, there is a route called R, there is a route called S. From B to C, let's say there are a route called X, there is a route called Y, and there is a route called Z. Clear? Now, if the question is asking us in how many ways a person can go from A to B and come back from B to come back to A by not traveling the same route. So Deepak, I cannot pick any of these, Deepak. This is what the question says. For all of you who have doubts, I cannot take any of these. Please understand, you cannot take P, you cannot take X also, because all of them are roots for me. Clear, Deepak? Right? Any more doubts with this question, guys? You want me to explain further, or should we stop here? Eighteenth one. Manisha has 18th question as doubt. What is 18th one, come on? Tejasvi wants me to explain. Okay, 1 second. Let me complete this here. Just 1 second, Tejasvi. Yeah, why is it that you stopped uploading worksheet? I'll be uploading, Amma. Just don't worry. I'm not getting time to do that. Nothing else. I'll be uploading tomorrow. Don't worry. Or by today afternoon. My days are going very hectic, guys. I'm taking CRTs personally with 3 colleges. Yeah. So Tejasvi. So here the concept is quite simple. So one way of Tejasvi going ahead is in this question. Okay. So I can either go via route ABC and then come back via route AC or CA. Okay. So there are 2 routes, no? So A, B, C, and then I can go directly from A to C also. Right? So either I can go via the route ABC and then come back via AC. Clear? Now, or I can go via route ABC and come back via route CBA only. So I can go like this and come back like this also, no? But I have to ensure there's a different route coming up, okay? And okay. Similarly, I can go via AC. I can go like this and come back like this and come back via ABC route. And I can go via AC. I can go like this and come back like this, kada? And come back with AC. Now, if you're going via ABC, we know there are 12 routes, right? Now, from A to C, there are 2 different routes, so I have no problem. So none of the routes will clash from the first one to the second one. So my answer here right away becomes 12 into 2, that is 24 Amma. Here, now what is happening here? To go, you have 12 routes. But if you're coming back via the same path, you'll have same routes again coming up, kada? So if you're going via PX, let me take if you're going via PX. So while coming back, you cannot take P, you cannot take X. So while coming back, you have 3 into 2, that is 6 cases, Amma. So 12, 6 enter 72. Clear? Again, if you're going via AC and you're coming back via ABC, all of them are different routes. So 12 into 2 will be 24. Now you're going via AC, you have 2 routes, but you can come back only via one more route only. So let's say if I name K and L as 2 routes from A to C. So to and fro. Okay. If I'm going via K, I'll come back via L. If I'm going via L, I'll come back via K. So AC going and forward, it will be only 2 into 1, that is 2 cases. So therefore my answer becomes 72 plus 48 is 110, 110 plus, sorry, 120, 120 plus 2, my answer is going to be 122. Clear, Tejasvi? Yep. So last question for the day, question number 18. Thank you, Tejasvi. What is the doubt with question number 18, Amma? Somebody had doubts with question number 18. Yeah, Manisha, tell me, ma. See, 2 always comes before 5, Amma. So if 2 always comes before 5, now we have to see what are the positions that 2 can take. So if 2 is coming in the first place, right, we have 4 more places to arrange 5 color. So 5 can come here, 5 can come here, 5 can come here, 5 can come here. In all the cases, 2 is before 5. Clear? So if you want all the possible 10 cases, let's try to write down all the possible 10 cases. I don't have a problem. So if I write a 2 here, you'll have a 5 here. 2 is before 5. 2 here, you have a 5 here. 2 is before 5. 2 here, you have a 5 here. 2 is before 5. And 2 and 5 are coming like this. Similarly, 2 can be in the second place also. So 2 is before 5. 2 is before 5. 2 is before 5. 2 can come in the third place. 2 is before 5. 2 is before 5. 2 is before 5. Clear? Now if repetition is not allowed, what will happen here? Each of them will have 3 factorial kadama. So 3 factorial into 10. My answer becomes 60. So just count how many cases are possible. So let's see. Shortcut is simple. If I'm having 2 here, how many cases are possible? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 cases are possible. But I'm blocking 5. Okay. So each case you have 3 factorial cases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If 2 is coming here, how many cases are possible? 3 cases are possible. Here also each case will have 3 factorial cases only. If 2 is here, then how many cases are possible? 2 cases are possible. In each case you have how many possibilities? 3 factorial. 2 is coming here, there's only 1 case possible. In this case you have 3 factorial coming up. So you add this becomes 10 into 3 factorial. That is going to be 60. Clear, Manisha? Yep. So thank you guys. See you tomorrow for another interesting session. Manisha, any doubts further? Yeah, perfect guys. So have fun and I'll be just opening the review for some time. Please give us the reviews here. Thanks a lot guys.